fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my bar's mine. My tracks flame like a dilute. I order blood on my tongue. These niggas warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. They throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A versus thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink, they gon' pull up. But took a knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I pour all the planks, you use a Decepticon. Straight rappers to the streets like Cobra. 80s they can floating like up in the swords and I'm E-Man. Up, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja Turtle rap, Turtle Clans get defeated. High samurai, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
What's up? What is going on, everybody? It's your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast and on the West Coast. Get up. Make sure to get up, because you already know that the early bird gets the worm. And today, what I'm going to go over is a special report. I was supposed to do the video. I've worked literally like 6 days last week. That's why Kung Fu Cinema Saturday did not happen, because I legitimately, and not even joking with you, I legitimately fell asleep. And I didn't wake up until it was time for me to go to work, because I had mandatory Saturday work, so I had to be at work. So that's the reason why we didn't even have Kung Fu Cinema Saturdays. And just yesterday, just try to rest and hanging with my son, you know what I mean, and all of that. But really, I just chilled out. I was gonna get on live last night. We got to fixing on the Dreamcast and fix the Dreamcast and start playing games and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why there was nothing that happened on this weekend. But I do appreciate you guys coming in. Hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel. But let's go ahead and get this thing started. You already know what to do. The real question is, All right. So, just so you know, I'm representing my Pittsburgh Pirates jersey, Roberto Clemente jersey. Just kind of wanted to show y'all. Hold up. It's over here. Golly, number 21. I'm sorry. Real big Roberto Clemente fan. If you don't know his story, his story should be a Hollywood motion picture. It should be a Hollywood motion picture, because this guy was not only an incredible baseball player, but probably one of the greatest human beings ever. So if you don't know, his story, I would most definitely recommend you guys to check out and find out history on Roberto Clemente. Just an amazing human being, and was taken way entirely too early, you know. So Torian, what's going on? This should be an interesting topic. You have no idea. I'll I'll inbox you, Torian, and I tell you who sent this to me. Um, what up, Andre? What's going on, Andre? Where? What's up? What's up? I can't ship nothing out because it's Indigenous People Day. That box is over there. You, so you see that big ass box? It's just more than gears. I'm just saying. You'll be all right. What's up, Tracy Woods? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I put the reschedule in for next week. So, because I was supposed to work on Sunday too, and then I got a text saying enjoy my weekend, so I didn't have to come in. I got too much overtime in, so but it's all good. Roberto, good morning, good morning. Kiro Black, what's up? Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Junior Network, good morning, good morning, good morning. And that's what happened to me. Sorry, I was knocked out. I hate when that does it. You hit the button, and then it doesn't start. Like, come on, dog. Come on. Like, what the hell? But yeah, I'll let you know, Torian, who sent this to me and why. You'll probably figure it out. But the first thing I want to start with is my guy Exile Scooper. I was supposed to do videos on this, but again, I was dumb tired. Just dumb tired, you know. Doing a lot of repairs. That's all I'm saying. Doing a lot of repairs on these trucks. But I wanted to talk about this on last week, and it was how the whole Kane thing is coming about, and how I really feel like, you know, that Hollywood, especially Marvel, is so full of crap, and this is all it's gonna all tie in together. It's gonna all tie in together. But this is again, Exile Scooper actually talked to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ty too. You know what I mean? Xavier Phoenix, what's up? Hey, Mika G, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mika. I wanted to, like I said, I shout out to Exile Scooper. I told him I was going to do a video for this. It's funny, we're not following each other. I just noticed that. We're not following each other, but we're following each other. It's a way. But shout out to my man Ty for introducing me to him. But it was like everyone knows the original ending of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania was changed. Here's everything else you didn't know. And I felt like after reading this, Rashad Walker, what's up? What's up? After reading this was Marvel's fault 1000%, and how they tried to blame it on Jonathan Majors, Kang, the whole night. Just check this out. This is from a couple days ago, but it says Kang and Ant-Man. Kang offered Ant-Man a deal. Help me, and I'll give you the time you lost. He was offered to send Scott to a different universe where he could be a father to Cassie. Ant-Man agreed, but backed out when he learned exactly how Kang would do it. He'd killed the Scott who was already existed in that universe. Remember, I was saying that Scott Lang, somebody should be murdered. D Sizzle, what's up? I already said Scott Lang should have been murdered. Ant-Man should have been somebody. It should have been a risk. If you're saying this guy's the next big bad in the Marvel universe, it should have been a risk. So this is what they said. Test audience hated this plot line because of something the writers never considered. The original Cassie would still be there, and her dad would effectively abandon her. The only thing that remains of that subplot is Kane line. We can help each other. MODOK. MODOK was meant to have a grotesque, hideous, deformed face, showing the character's shrink attack suffered a catastrophic malfunction. he will also be a constant pain. Marvel changed this because the story was already dark and they didn't want to make it even darker. So they gave us a face that they. Yeah, now, Marvel blamed Kang, but didn't blame themselves for the debacle that they put out on film. Remember, I talked about this the last time we had a conversation about Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Quantumania, and the last time I talked about how in that Variety article, everybody blamed Jonathan Majors in this situation and what they're going to do and all of that. Nobody never blamed Peyton Reed, the writers of this crappy movie. You know what I'm saying? The way that they changed it ended. Nobody blamed them. I told you Jonathan Major was the scapegoat. I told you Jonathan Major was the scapegoat. All right, let's keep going. Kang and Janet did in fact have a relationship. The movie would have explored their brief love affair. The love affair subplot between Kang and Janet would have explained how Kang and Janet both have been desperately longing for love for a long time, and also explore just how damaged Kang's heart soul really was. Now, remember, they kind of gave this subplot to what's his name? Bill Murray. Bill Murray's character. You ought to say that they had a brief love affair. And she was like, she was in the quantum realm. You know what I mean? Well, when she was in front of Hank Pym. All right, Kane's backstory. Part of Kane's backstory was explained, but taken out as Marvel in Loveness wanted to save it for Kang Dynasty. We would have briefly seen the Council of Kangs capturing Kang and exiled him to the quantum realm. Now, the reason why this makes no sense that they took it out, because it would have made more sense why, number one, the Council of Kangs exiled him. We called them the exile one. Remember, we never got that. They never explained why they called him the exile one. Instead of waiting, they never put that in any of the Loki. They didn't put any of that in the Loki series, right? And they did not show us this in Ant-Man and the Wasp of the Quantumania. They failed to show us why the Council of Kangs exiled that particular Kang out of existence, out into the quantum realm. So it left a gaping hole at the end of the movie. We're trying to figure out, well, why did they exile him, and yada yada yada. And remember, we go back to Loki season 2, and it was never explained in Loki. So that's another huge drop on the ball when it comes to this. All right, we would have also seen the Council of Kangs burning Kang's kingdom to ashes and burning his pregnant wife out of time, meaning erasing his wife and unborn child out of existence. Wouldn't that make more sense? Why he wanted to get out of the quantum realm? Why his anger was towards destroying every universe on the planet, having one sacred timeline? That would have made more sense than what we actually got in the movie. Again, remember, nobody blamed Peyton Reed or Jeff Loveness or any of these people that wrote this movie. There was the executive. They all blamed Jonathan Majors. This would allude to Kang's line later in the movie, "I will burn them out of time." All right. In the end, Scott and Janet would have been trapped in the quantum realm with Kang's fate uncertain. This was changed because the audience believed nothing was accomplished, since everyone knew Kang would get out eventually, thanks to Kang Dynasty. The ending was also changed because they felt it was too similar to Ant-Man 2. All right. I'm going to stop it just real quick. I'm going to stop it right here because with eventually that they put it in was Ant-Man was caught up in the time distortion or whatever. They thought he was dead, whatever that case may be. But they never, this would have made more sense about Scott and Janet. I don't care if it's the same ending of Ant-Man 2. All your Ant-Man movies literally are $500 million movies with $150 to $200 budgets. You're not making any money on this. Go balls to the wall with it. Again, this is Marvel stepping in, and this is, to me, you're looking at the test audience. I think that this is the Marvel executives saying no, instead of just going balls to the walls and letting people see it for themselves. What you got in the end was a weekend in and an scapegoat. All you did was create a scapegoat. No different than what they did with the Marvels and what they did against the sister, Nina DaCosta, making her the scapegoat for a movie that underperformed. And this is what sucks about that. This is literally what sucks about that. Because again, when you look at the whole entire nature of the film, you're looking at a film that was poorly constructed. It was poorly executed, and you're more worried about a movie being darker when we literally had a movie like Infinity War Endgame that was snapping people out of existence, throwing people off of ledges to get a stone. But yet this is too dark. Like let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. This is trash. This is trash. What's going on, Tita? You know what I mean? This is trash. And I'm gonna get to some of you guys' comments because I got time today. But let's be real. This is 100% garbage pail juice that they put out, and then what they could have had was a better, darker. You're setting up the next big bad, like we're just coming off of Thanos. What will make this guy a bigger threat than Thanos? There you go, right here. What Exile Scooper is saying, but did they do that? Nope. Nope, they didn't do that. All right. Below is from the leaked transcript, which included the original ending. Kane beats the shit out of Scott 1v1. Hope comes back for him, and they bait Kane into fighting them long enough for Janet to close the portal. Kane manages to escape anyway, leaving Scott and Hope stranded in the quantum realm. Scott asks Hope why she came back. She tells him that she saw all of the other versions of herself and the other lives she could have, and she didn't want to be in any of them that didn't have him. Hope tells Scott that their family will be okay. It will come back for them. In the normal world, Hank promises Janet and Cassie that he will find Hope and Scott, or Scott and Hope. And let me see. Here we go. This is more of it. Marvel had intended the scope and feel for this movie to be that of Infinity War. Marvel getting rid of Kang because they felt the audience didn't respond well to him is bullshit. I told you there was cap to that. Wavy Don, what's going on? I would say Wavy Don. I said that before. But this is going to make this Wavy Don. This is going to make sense. But I said that before. And me and Exile Scooper actually had a conversation. This is why I like having I do like conversations with people, unless it's just something that just comes out of the blue, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. But once me and him had a legit conversation, and we actually got similar information about a similar we got a similar situation correct. He knew the situation when I knew the situation. I couldn't really blame him. You know what I mean? I really could be like, well, I don't believe. I couldn't really blame him for his scoops now, because the scoops has some legitimacy to it. Put it more like that. That's all I'm gonna say. It does have some legitimacy to it. You know what I mean? But this is an old school. But I'm gonna tell you that I'm doing this for a reason, because I know you just now coming in. So this is going to tie into how Hollywood blackballs movies, and it's going to go perfect one-on-one. Because remember, when when Variety wrote their article, they made Jonathan Majors the scapegoat to what happened in phase 5 or phase 4, whatever phase this crap was in, and how we had to go to RDJ because they wasn't taking Kang real seriously and all of that. But nobody blamed Jeff Loveless. Nobody blamed him. I'm gonna show you why that Jonathan Majors was the scapegoat. But let me finish this, and we're gonna get into more and get into the actual story, and especially when it comes to the Apprentice, Donald Trump, the Donald Trump movie, magazine dreams. All of this is going to make perfect sense. Why they put the blame on Jonathan Majors? They had the perfect excuse back in March of 2023. Let me keep going. All right, let's be real. The main reason many of us even watched Ant-Man 3 was because of Kang and Jonathan Majors. Marvel should have trusted the original plan for Kang and stuck with it instead of worrying about the audience scores. Even after committing to those changes and having Kang get sent to the Beyond Zone at the end of the movie, Marvel decided to switch up Kang's story once more by pivoting away from him onto Doctor Doom. Instead of committing to Kang's story in Kang Dynasty and show him conquering his mind and his variance by escaping the Beyond Zone, as the Beyonder, we are left to wonder what becomes of his fate. Remember, Kang isn't gone. He's still trapped in the Beyond Zone. Now it is up to Marvel when they decide to bring it back and finish the story. It won't be any time in this saga, though. Release the Majors cut. All right, so let me get off of here. So again, everybody blamed everybody else. Everybody blamed Jonathan Majors. Everything that happened with Jonathan Majors on March 23rd, the assault case, all of that, yada yada yada. And that's why I didn't want to go further, because people will still talk about, well, he was found guilty of assault and domestic violence. We all know what the deal is. They keep regurgitating crap. Again, this is what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. When you are a star, and Aaron Pierre, if you ever listen to this, watch yourself in Hollywood, because Jonathan Majors was on a meteoric rise, right? On a meteoric rise, and got caught up in some bullshit. It is what it is. This is what he got caught up in. Got caught up in some bullshit. What Hollywood tends to do, if they don't like you, they will tend to make sure nobody likes you by making hit pieces. And what I mean by that, this is why I go after these publications and all that made hit pieces against Jonathan Majors. I don't care if it was a Hollywood Reporter. I don't care if it was Variety. I don't care who it was. I don't care if it's a black publication owned by white folks, a black publication owned by black folks. I don't care. If you're making hit pieces, I'm coming for you. But there's a reason why I'm coming for you, because you're agents of the Hollywood machine, right? This is not like a case where, you know, a Diddy case or what was it, a Epstein case, or any of this wild, outrageous stuff. This goes into the fact of what they did with Nate Parker, what they did to Jonathan Majors, and countless other. They tried to do it to Johnny Depp. They literally tried to do hit pieces on Johnny Depp. And there's some plenty of people who was going through that Me Too movement, using the Me Too movement to destroy men in Hollywood. But with Jonathan Majors' case, it got even worse, because they took a misdemeanor trial, a misdemeanor case, along with the district attorney. You know damn well he ain't off the hook. Alvin Bragg. They use this to literally destroy this man and give an excuse. All this was to give an excuse so they can be able to pivot. You can look at this man as a monster, and now a guy who's actually a felon. I don't give a damn if I know his history. You know, I know he rehabilitated himself, but it is what it is. They said, well, this guy is so much better, though. You know what I mean? Even though it was the writers that messed that movie up. It was the executives that messed that movie up. It was the director that messed that movie up. They tried to put the blame all on Jonathan and initially tried to blackball Jonathan out of Hollywood. And I don't care what you say, that Perseverance Award, why you think I was going hard on people who was going hard at him about the Perseverance Award? Because for all the bullshit that they put against this man, Shia LaBeouf did get that. A lot of other people who go through a lot of crap do not go through what Jonathan Majors had to go through. But there's a reason. Because when they're trying to tear you down, every movie executive that's around here, every big top company studio will literally try to exile you harder than the Council of Kings did Kang. Let me show you, because they doing it, I know a lot of people do not like Donald Trump. They didn't like him as president. I don't care about that. That's not. I don't care. I don't care. But what I'm gonna tell you is that even with Donald Trump's political stance or whatever, him being former president and all of that, Hollywood tried to blackball his movie. Let me show you. And the movie is about him being evil. Let me show you. Let me show you. Because again, when Hollywood don't like you, no matter what it is, look at how they'll treat you. All right. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. The Hollywood Reporter literally made after reading this, I said, the Hollywood Reporter literally told you how Hollywood blackball people without telling you who blackball people. They're telling you how they blackball people without telling you how they blackball people. Let me explain. Now, I got to give the executive his props on this for even, having the balls to be able to release these movies that Hollywood tries to bury because they don't like you. And that's all it is. Because they don't like you. They don't like the fact Donald Trump became president, and his stance on certain things or whatever. Again, what you lie politically does not. I don't care. It does nothing for me. It doesn't. But Hollywood literally will show you what can and cannot be shown. They literally control the media. Watch. All right, executive bringing the Apprentice Jonathan Majors magazine dreams to screens decries Hollywood's cowardice. All right, after releasing movies like Fahrenheit 9/11, I don't know if you guys remember that, the movie about 9/11 and all of that. I remember watching that and it was amazing. You know what I mean? Michael Moore's film. And Spotlight earlier in his career, Tom Ortenberg has never been afraid of controversy, but with distribution deals for the scathing new Trump film and Major's return, the Briarcliff founder says he's still feeling needed in a risk-averse movie theater. Now, if you think about it, think about this line real quick. I just want you to think about this line real quick. I'm trying to. Now, again, I want you to think about this. I'm going to read it back to you. But with distribution deals for the scathing new Trump film and Major's return. If you really read the beginning of this and match it with now he's not afraid of controversy, but with distribution deals for the Trump film, because we don't like Trump, we're right. I mean, we're left wing. We're far left right wingers. We're extreme. Left wingers, far extreme left wingers. Why are you making this Trump movie? Why is it even getting put out here? Because we don't want to hear. We don't want nothing to have to do with Trump. Like, we haven't made movies about other presidents and other situations and about Tricky Dick and all of this stuff that did way worse stuff to the whole entire economy than anything that Donald Trump has done. Again, not praising him, but what I'm saying is Hollywood is picking and choosing what you can see in front of your face. They don't care about Sebastian Stan and the role that he brings as Donald Trump. They don't care about Jonathan Majors trying to pull his career back together, unlike other people, like a Shia LaBeouf, like the Flash, whatever, forget his name. Ezra Miller, all of these other, they don't care about that. They don't care. Jonathan Majors was chased by a white woman. He should never have a career again. And everybody keeps saying the same thing. Well, he got convicted of domestic violence and he shouldn't have a career. But don't look at, the simple fact that Shia LaBeouf threatened his wife, tried to fight his wife, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly beat up his girlfriend, all this stuff, but yet he continues to get roll after roll after roll and wasn't highly classified in a misdemeanor case like Jonathan Majors was. But this is what Hollywood does when they want to blackball you. They will just destroy your name. That's what they try to do. They try to destroy your name. So when you see, after releasing movies like Fahrenheit 9/11, highly controversial at the time, Spotlight early in his career, Tom Ottenberger has never been afraid of controversy, but with distribution deals for the scathing new Trump film and major return, the BlackBalls founder, so scathing is the word I was trying to get you guys to understand. When you say scathing, what does scathing mean in this context? What are you trying to say? Skate? Oh, this is a hot movie. It's scathing. It's gonna be some controversy. Jack the Major, what he went through. Oh, well, I don't think he should even have a career, but him going crazy on this movie, that's why he went crazy on his ex-girlfriend. You see how Hollywood brainwashes you and make you think that? And people will come out and say, well, he shouldn't do this movie because people already think he's crazy. Everybody already seen him get chased by a white woman, but they think he's crazy. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead, you know what I'm saying, and back up off that movie. No, show the movie. The man deserves a career. Show the movie. Shout out to Tom Ortenberg for doing what he does. Let's keep going. That's just the beginning. Let me get to the meat. Let me get to this. When the Donald Trump, Roy Cohen buddy movie, The Apprentice, finally makes it to U.S. movie theaters Friday after a rocky journey, it will be thanks in part to a man who has been shepherding controversial films since Trump was just another New York tycoon on the make. Tom Ortenberg, the 64-year-old founder of the indie distributor Briarcliff Entertainment, closed a deal with the domestic rights to The Apprentice on August the 30th, just barely in time to get the movie into theaters before the election. Despite a successful Cannes premiere, now, I want you to see this. Again, when Hollywood don't want you to see something, no matter how good it is, they will keep it from you. Why? Why would they keep it from you? Despite a successful Cannes premiere, that means they premiered this movie, people loved it, round of applause to everybody. I don't care who the movie is about, the movie's good, right? People didn't want to see it. Ortenberg was the only serious bidder on The Apprentice, and he waited months as the producers bought out one of the movie's financiers, billionaire investor, and Trump friend Dan Snyder, who objected to the former president's portrayal. In The Apprentice, a villain's origin story directed by Ali Abbasi and written by journalist Gabriel Sherman, Sebastian Stan plays Trump in the early years of his business career in the 1970s and 80s, and Jeremy Strong is Cohn, Trump's attorney and mentor. In the spring, Trump announced that he planned to sue to prevent the film for the release of the film, which, despite him getting liposuction, popping pills, and sexually assaulting his first wife, Ivana. Now, again, I understand why Trump didn't want to see it, but why didn't the movie theaters want to put this on? Why didn't the other movie studios that want to put this on? What would they say about the movie studios? All right, on October 2nd, Ortenberg snapped up the domestic rights to another movie studios didn't want. Magazine Dreams, the Giant the Major's bodybuilding drama, Searchlight dropped after a New York jury convicted the star of assault last December. I don't wake up in the morning wondering what controversies I stumble into that day. Ortenberg said of his recent acquisition, but I'm certainly not going to walk away from them. Now, remember, Magazine Dreams was looked at as an Oscar nominee, a major Oscar nominee, right? Now, Oscar nominated movie or Oscar award winner, John the Major was looking at, at the Sundance Film Festival, like, man, this could really be the Oscar winner for him. But the studios didn't want. Why didn't the studios want this movie? For the simple fact, it wasn't because of it's a reckless assault charge. That doesn't even mean he did not assault that woman. That's what that means. That means in the midst of her trying to snatch his phone, somehow her finger got hurt. But not the part about her being drunk when she went home, popped all those pills and fell asleep and fell out and was sleeping in the man's closet with his shirt on. Not the fact that she was drunk all night, busted her head at the club, almost fell down the stairs. You know what I mean? Chased a man down the street. You know what I mean? When she went to go meet random strangers, she was talking about her ear was bleeding, fingers, all of that. But yet she's texting on her phone. She's over there with no cuts on her ear. She got a hug with no blood on it. And she didn't tell people that Jonathan Majors attacked her. She damn sure didn't tell nobody that that man was chased all through goddamn Fifth Avenue. You know what I'm saying? All down, all down and around where you got to jump over cars like the Dukes of Hazzard. You didn't say none of that. Right? You see how that's so many? But again, they didn't want that film because Jonathan Majors was a white woman who chased him. That's all it is. And I'm trying to tell y'all, every black person who jumped on board to say this man was weird, this man was crazy, this man was this, that, and the other, this literally, you're falling right into what Hollywood wanted to do to destroy this man. Congratulations, you punk some bitch. Let me keep going. All right, let's see. The executive brings to those films decades of experience opening movie studios have considered too hot to handle. When Disney refused to let Miramax release Kevin Smith's Dogma, remember Dogma? In 1999 for his irreverent treatment of Catholicism, Ortenberg, then head of the theatrical at Lionsgate, agreed to distribute the movie there. At one point, debating a head of the Catholic League on a phone call with a theater owner about the movie's merits. He picked up the distribution of Fahrenheit 9/11 in 2004. The Michael Moore Iraq war film went on to become the highest grossing documentary of all time. I don't know if you guys remember Fahrenheit 9/11, but I remember, for one, I remember September 11th like it happened yesterday. Me, my brother, and my homegirl, Reese. You know what I mean? I remember that like it happened yesterday, like legitimately. I remember I didn't see a plane in the sky with nobody outside, nothing. It was creepy. You know what I mean? But when the movie came out and I was watching, I was like, oh my God, that this really happened. Is this what, is this what really happened? What up, Blue? Is this what really happened? All of this, it was a lot, and it was amazing. You know what I mean? And it needed to come out. Why would Hollywood suppress that? Unless there were some good people up top that didn't want you to see what Michael Moore had in store. And that's why it became the highest grossing documentary of all time. All right. He also released the Best Picture winner, Spotlight, about reporters covering the Catholic Church sex abuse crisis while running Open Road Films in 2015. And The Descendant, Brian Fogel's documentary about the assassination of journalist Jamal Khashoggi at Briarcliff in 2020. Now, Spotlight again, when you got some dirt on somebody, they hate to see that coming out. And then again, this is why, movies like this is why Hollywood, you gotta watch how they act, how they move. Because what happens is Hollywood sends out these hit pieces. You believe it. And then now you're jumping on board on millionaires that don't give a shit about you, that will suppress stuff from you and hide stuff from you from the media. They're literally telling you this. And if it's not for people like Ortenberg and others like him, they give you the other side of the coin so you're not brainwashed. That's why I don't vote blue. I don't vote red. I'm not far right. I'm not far left. I am an independent, because you cannot change my mind. I create my own thoughts. You can't, all this stuff that, these, they believe the studio. I don't believe shit. I don't believe nothing the studio tells me. I don't believe nothing the television tells me. Let me go find out that information for myself. Let me go research. Instead of me being programmed to believe something, let me go find out myself. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to believe what they put out for you. So that's why they hide these movies. You think Jonathan Majors is a monster? We're going to snatch all his movies. We're going to snatch everything from him. Why? Well, we know the truth. What's going on this summer? What's up? I see you in here. Why? Citizen Kano 1, what's up? Why would they do that? Why? Because they wanted to keep you in the mind frame of this person being a monster. When RG Day was doing all he was doing, I literally showed you guys every movie that man did, even after he got out of prison, the man was still working. So again, what they're doing is they make it so they suppress all the stuff that you're supposed to see, that you want to see. If they want to destroy you, they just snatch your shit. They just don't. They're not going to let you have it. And they try to do it to Jonathan Majors, and they literally try to do it with this Apprentice movie. Why? Because I already know Donald Trump has places in high power. So of course, if it's making me look bad, I don't want you guys to see it. I don't want you to see that. So back to the article. All right, so ahead of the theatrical opening of The Apprentice on October 11, Ortenberg spoke to the Hollywood Reporter about feeling disappointed, but what he calls a cowardice of Hollywood peers and why he sees hot button films as distressed assets and how he plans to find an audience for The Apprentice. Nobody wants to go and see a movie just because it's controversial, Ortenberg says, but when you have a movie that is informative, provocative, and broadly entertaining, that makes a movie that people might want to go see. And honestly, for what I hear, they're saying The Apprentice is good. They're saying The Apprentice is good. So why not watch it? All right. The announcement that you acquired the domestic rights to The Apprentice went out on August the 30th, months after the movie premiere, to raves at Cannes. What happened in between? And this is Ortenberg. He said, I wasn't able to make it to the Cannes Film Festival this year because I was in production on another film, Nichols starring Rob Riggle. I heard about the cease and desist letter from the Trump campaign. I read about the thunderous reception the film received at Cannes both from critics and audiences. I just assumed it would be way too expensive for me to acquire. Then in a couple of days that followed its world premiere, I started reading stories about how not just bigger studios, but also some of the independent elites were running away from the picture, not having anything to do with finances or artistic merit, but strictly based on cowardice. I saw the film a few days later via a screening link. I loved it. Immediately made an offer on it. And that offer was warmly received. But I was told that the filmmakers needed to settle some differences with their financiers before they were able to actually consummate a deal for distribution, domestic distribution. And unfortunately, that negotiation between filmmakers and financiers took all summer long. What was your understanding and why others distributors didn't want it? They're cowards. They're cowards. Or you could say, yeah, they're cowards. In this realm with The Apprentice, they were cowards because they didn't want heat from me, Donald Trump. No, I don't want him to see the film. No, I was never like that. I don't know Kamala is like that, and we don't know if she's black or Asian. But no, I never popped pills and did the thing there. I never did it. No, they were cowards. That's what it was. That's what it really was. Even though the movie got rave reviews. Many of the industries are afraid of repercussions should Trump win the election. And to me, that's heartbreaking. I keep liking to think that we as an industry are better than that. And I keep getting reminded that we're not. What did you spend and what will your theatrical rollout look like? I can't go into details of the deal, but there were no other serious bidders for the movie. So by default, there's not much competition. The deal isn't usually too expensive. It should have been. We'll open the movie wide somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 theaters, but we look at this as a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about opening weekend, and it's not about how many screens or this or that. It's about the legacy of the film, and I think it will be a strong one through award season and beyond. Have you heard from Trump since the deal closed? I'm aware of the cease and desist letter that Trump campaign sent to filmmakers on the eve of the Cannes Film Festival. Not surprisingly, that turned out to be an empty threat. I have not heard from anybody related to Trump's campaign since we announced our acquisition. I have no idea what to expect in the future, but it will certainly won't affect any plans for the film. What have your conversations, with theater owners been like? Interestingly, theater owners generally have been very supportive. It's funny because the corridors of power in Hollywood. Oh, wait a minute. The corridors of power in Hollywood. That means Hollywood got power? Are often thought as being more liberal. The world of exhibition is oftentimes thought as being among the more conservative facets of the entertainment industry. But when it comes to censorship, you have the titans of the industry running for the hills to avoid potential repercussion by exhibitors. They just want to show movies. But when it comes to censorship, the titans of the industry in Hollywood running for the hills. They don't want to show you a movie. There's a reason why they want to show you a movie. There's a reason why they don't want to show you a movie. Either they're scared or they're trying to suppress something or suppress a person. They don't want to sit up here and win. And it'd be funny if people see this movie and they actually like Donald Trump more. As weird as that sounds, they like him more and want to vote for him. Because that could be a thing too. So sometimes when you try to play somebody as a villain, he actually becomes a hero in his own story, depending on how they tell the story and how much we like the villain. Remember, still people think Thanos was right. People still thought Killmonger was right. So you don't think you got a movie that's showing Donald Trump showing his ass and people actually might like him even more? No, I'm not about to show you a movie. That's why he said what he said about the censorship and people running for the hills. You know what I mean? Dr. Carr, please. Shalom, shalom. So, he said they don't want to be the ones who decide that audience are allowed to see one movie but not allowed to see another. They're literally telling you we will blackball this movie. PTM Productions, what's up? They're literally saying we will blackball this movie so you don't get to see this, but we get to show you what we want to show you. This is the line that you need to understand. This is Hollywood in a nutshell. They don't want to be the ones who decide that audiences are allowed to see one movie but not allowed to see another. That's what Hollywood does. This is not what the movie, the theaters just want theaters in there because they make money. You make money off your concessions and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And a percentage off the movie. But Hollywood actually decides what movie you're going to see and what movie you're not going to see. So you want to see that, you want to see, The Apprentice? Well, Miramax ain't gonna do that, or Sony is not gonna do that, and this and the other, and it gets suppressed. But then you want to see it, right? But then they don't allow you to see it. Why? Because they're trying to show you that we run this. You get to see you get to watch what we want you to watch. You know what I mean? Instead of a movie that might be good, it might give you a different perspective on somebody. That's okay. It's what art does. Remember, this is art. And in art, you see everything. You ever seen a movie Blow? The movie Blow. The movie Blow shows a lot of what I can't think of the cat's name too. He died. You know what I'm saying? Like a little after he got out of prison or getting ready to get out of prison. But showed a lot of stuff that goes on with the drug game and all of that. You know what I mean? And nobody said, oh, this is controversial. There's all kinds of seasons. There's all kinds of things and all kinds of movies. Wolf of Wall. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just seeing comment. Wavy Dawn. Wolf of Wall Street. There's always something in here to pace a person or pace a certain demographic and all that. How many times have movies came out that paint black people in the worst lights possible? That is stop Hollywood for distributing those movies. No, they'll distribute a movie destroying you, right? But a movie, you know, like Birth of a Nation, the Nate Parker version, nah, we're going to suppress that. We'll try to suppress that as much as possible. And we'll show you how much of a R word this guy is. Even though he was found not guilty of all charges. And blackballed the man out of Hollywood because they didn't like you. And they found every excuse. Now you understand why he said and why did the first part about the Kane story and all of that. You see what I mean? That's why, because they tried to make Jonathan Majors the scapegoat of that. They made Jonathan Majors the scapegoat because the fear of this man getting to be larger than what he was already is. So the only thing they can do from you is take. Dave Chappelle told you guys a long time ago, they'll take it. They'll take your name. The Chappelle show was not owned by Dave Chappelle. Comedy Central owned it. And then they try to make it seem like this man was crazy smoking crack in Africa. And the man had to tell you I was a devout Muslim. I would never put none of that stuff in my body. But they tried to make that man crazy. Hollywood always does that. So it's not on the realm of possibility that they don't like Trump or they're scared of Trump and they will find repercussions, so they cower in fear. It was not out the realm of possibility that we know that we seen Jonathan Majors not touch that woman, put that woman back in the car, and that woman chased him trying to take his phone. Yet they try to make that man like he's crazy. And a lot of people fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Understand, Hollywood is not our friends. Them studios, the executives, they don't care nothing about you. So why do we constantly defend them? I'm not defending Marvel anymore. I'm not defending Warner Brothers anymore or Disney. I'm not defending Sony anymore. I'm not defending Paramount and all these other studios. Why? Just like when Michael Jackson was going against Sony and how they tried to do him and make him seem like he's crazy. Why? Because he actually owned half of every Sony artist that they had. The man was filthy rich. So they tried to slander him in publication. I'm not defending these companies. These companies don't give a crap about us. They damn sure don't give a crap about their artists or the art that they put out. That's why Hollywood suppresses this stuff. Let me finish this up. If y'all feel me, put a 1 in the chat. Y'all feel me on this, put a 1 in the chat. You don't feel me? Well, I don't know. Put something else. All right. So let's go. So distributors are thrilled to play The Apprentice. They are thrilled to play Reagan, the Dennis Quaid movie. They're thrilled to play the Daily Wire Studios documentary, Am I a Racist? They're thrilled to play Michael Moore's documentaries. They're thrilled to play Denise DeSouza's documentaries. Exhibitors just want to play movies and let the audience decide what they want to see. They let the audience decide what they want to see. The studio shouldn't get to decide what you want to see. You should get to decide what you want to see. And you make that determination if you want to see this movie. How did the attempt to advertise during the vice presidential debate fit into your marketing strategy? We tried to advertise during the presidential debate and during the vice presidential debate, and we were rejected for both. We thought that those would be pretty good captive audiences and would be a good spot to spend our precious marketing dollars. And we were denied. We felt like we owed it to ourselves and to the public to publicize the fact. I think the network should have accepted our spots. We vehemently disagree with their decision. So again, not only did the studios deny it, the subsidiary of those studios, which is the major networks, also said, nah, I'm good. Nope. So whether you like Trump or not, we ain't gonna be able to show. We not gonna show the movie this depicting him in certain type of light. Why? Because what you don't want to do you want not to people to see a movie and sway their decision if they want to vote for this person or not? Is that what it is? But yet you can make campaign after campaign after campaign after campaign, flood YouTube, flood regular television. I can't even watch football without a campaign ad. That's okay though. But a movie that I might want to go see, don't play that. Not during a presidential debate. That might deter people from wanting to vote for one of the other candidate. Which technically y'all already got in the bag anyway, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But anyway, let's go to this last one. Getting a free publicity bump for being rejected versus having to pay for a network ad, that sounds like it wasn't a full loss. I don't disagree. Let's shift gears to Magazine Dreams. Why did you make the deal? When we approach filmmakers about acquiring the domestic distribution rights to the controversial films, to films that have been shunned by others, we look at those films as distressed assets. Magazine Dreams, at least reportedly, was acquired by Searchlight for $10 million at the 2023 Film Festival. There's a reason Searchlight agreed to pay that kind of money. It's because the movie's really fucking good. And Jonathan Majors gives award caliber performances. Like, I'm reading it the way it is. This is what, again, shout out to him for believing in Jonathan Majors despite what Hollywood tried to tell you about this man. Let me read that again for those in the back, those that don't like him, all of this. Let's read this again. And again, this is the reason why we should support that movie. There's a reason Searchlight agreed to pay that kind of money. It's because the movie's really fucking good. And Jonathan Majors gives an award caliber performance. Those facts remain. Magazine Dreams was not a particularly expensive acquisition given the circumstances. So they really gave it pennies on. They really got it. What he's saying is, I really got it for pennies on the dollar. I really got it for a Corolla keychain and a whatchamacallit chocolate bar. And if we support this movie like it should, first of all, he's going to make buku money. And if you cannot deny the performance, Jonathan Majors is right back on the Oscar train. He's right back on the Oscar train. You cannot deny that. Magazine Dreams was not a particularly expensive acquisition given the circumstances. We'll be bringing it to audience likely in early spring of 2025. I don't think it should have had to wait another year and a half after Searchlight dropped it to find distribution. But here we are, and I'm thrilled to be doing it. With Jonathan Majors promoted. Yeah, Jonathan remains very supportive of the movie, and we are supportive of him. We have not mapped out a whole PR strategy yet of what we will or will not ask of him and what he is or not comfortable doing. Jonathan is and remains undeniable talent, an undeniable talent. And he will absolutely be a part of the campaign for this movie, no doubt. Now, given my history with Mr. Majors is very much excited about this movie. This is the movie, and I'm just telling you a little inside. This is the movie he was more happy about than anything. Yes, does he want to come back to Marvel as Kang and finish his story? Yes. Yes, he does. Not we've talked about it. But this movie, from the conversation that me and him had, this is the movie he was more happy to see. And he loves the vibes of the people who want to support this movie for him. And again, this is the movie I would literally tell you out of any movie to go support. For one, we literally just went over how Hollywood tried to suppress different movies. I literally told you how Marvel tried to make this man the scapegoat. I literally just told you how, based on Jonathan Majors' situation, and remember, by this time this movie comes out, Jonathan Majors will be off of the domestic violence program that he was assigned to. He'll be done with it by the time this movie comes out. And all the other stuff, you see, you don't really hear anything about the we haven't heard anything in a while about the Grace Jabari lawsuit. Again, this is the movie that Jonathan wants y'all to see the most out of what he has going on. Because he feels like this takes his acting. Like, again, the man is a theater junkie. He loves getting into character. So he wants people to see this because he feels like this is the character that above all will be his scariest one, or most dramatic, or most whatever the case may be. This is going to bring you to the theater just to see his performance. And everybody who has seen this has said the same thing. It's his performance. So that's why I can't wait. And of course, I'll put it in the atmosphere that Jonathan will be on the Dre Mack show. May not be live, but Jonathan will be on the Dre Mack show doing an interview about magazine dreams. I'm putting it in the atmosphere, Jonathan. I'm putting it on your heart that you would come to the Dre Mack show and we would discuss magazine dreams, you know what I mean, and all of that. So, yes, we'll talk about the movie. All the rest of that stuff I don't care about. We'll talk about magazine dreams, putting that in the atmosphere. You know what I mean? I'm saying it now. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put JM in the chat if you would like to see him on the Dre Mack show. An exclusive interview, Dre Mack, Jonathan Majors. Put JM in there if you want to see that. We go put this in the atmosphere. We're getting the spirit bomb together. I need your energy because we're putting that in the atmosphere. Put a JM in there if you want to see Jonathan Majors on the Dre Mack show. All right. How does distributing The Apprentice compare to other experiences you have had in your career with political sensitive films? It's been eerily similar. I'm never going to shy away from doing controversial movies. It's essential that somebody do it. The experience of releasing The Apprentice have convinced me that I need to have a greater ambition for Briarcliff. So far, I've been financing Briarcliff out of my own pocket. I cover the day-to-day overhead of the company. When we're doing smaller films, I cover all of that myself. When we're doing bigger films, including The Apprentice, I search out partners on a one-off basis. But recently, I've come to the conclusion that I need to grow the company. And so at a calm moment in the not-so-distant future, I'm going to concentrate on doing another raise to give Briarcliff the chance to grow into another open role, perhaps challenge Lionsgate. I don't know whether it's good news or bad news. After almost 40 years in the industry, I feel needed. And that is the end of of that article. But yes, let's put it in the atmosphere. Put JM in the chat. Put JM in the chat. You know what I mean? Yeah, I need a press pass. I want to go to the red car. I want to be there. I'm putting it in the app. Look, you rate with oh God, I forgot. I knocked my own camera over. We're putting this what to say, give me your energy. I need to put it in the atmosphere. You know what I mean? Because I need Jay on the Dre Max show, and that'd be awesome. Let me adjust my camera. That would be awesome to be one of the guys who has him on to the show. You know what I'm saying? 10-minute interview. You know what I'm saying? And play it for you guys. You know what I mean? And that'd be awesome. You know what I mean? So, of course, do I want to be on the red carpet? You know what I'm saying? And Magazine Dreams, you damn right. I want to be there. I most definitely do. So we'll just put in the atmosphere. I keep doing what I'm doing. And if I get that opportunity, most definitely, you already know I'm going to record it, all of that. I get that opportunity, I'll make sure you guys be the first people to know all of that. So it is what it is. We're going to put it out there. We're going to put it out there and make sure that we see this thing through. But I got to support my guy, man. But again, how cool is it that you got a Hollywood executive, a Hollywood distributor telling you the secrets of Hollywood? And that's the biggest thing that I got out of this, was seeing the secrets of Hollywood and seeing exactly how Hollywood works. Again, when they want to suppress something and they want to blackball you, all they would do is hide the film from everybody. That's what they'll do. They'll hide the film from you. So if they're hiding the film from you because they don't like a certain candidate or they're scared to death, what else are they hiding from you? What else are they blackballing from you? On who are they blackballing? So they don't tell their story or something. Very interesting, right? Very interesting to think about. Very deep. Yeah, I am going to drop an interview with Jonathan Majors. I am. And I can't wait to do it. I can't wait because I'm putting it out there. I can't wait to do it. Anyway, but yeah, you guys have been awesome in the chat. You guys have been super awesome in the chat. Super awesome in the chat. Do I got anything else? Okay, I gotta finish Penguin. I gotta finish Penguin episode 4 tomorrow. We're coming back for Blurred AF tonight. So we'll let you guys know. I'm gonna make the I gotta talk to Blue and I gotta talk to Mika to see what we're looking like with Blurred AF tonight. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, so I just want to make sure that we have a proper, because I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going to work or anything like that. Oh yeah, y'all already know what Wavy Don said. Don't forget. All right. So you already guys know what time it is.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Honestly, if I got time later on the day before Blurred AF, like, you remember I the last time I was in the car and I did a live with you guys, that was kind of fun. Not gonna lie. But I might do that, not from the car, but if I'm not asleep, I might do that again. I might just get on live and just chop it up with you guys, because I don't know. Might talk about some stuff. I don't know. I know I've been talking a lot of Aaron Pierre and that stuff, so we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. But I do appreciate you guys, coming into another episode of the Dre Max Show. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe power, y'all. I'll see y'all later on today. Where is my outro at? Let me get up out of here because I gotta go.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.